Good evening. Welcome to Reading Things with a Southern Accent 2020, episode 36. 36. It is Saturday, April the 2nd. It is 6 o'clock. It's 6:01 Mountain Time, 51 degrees, and mostly cloudy, or partly cloudy. Do we have any friends?
It says one.
It says one.
I don't get to see things.
Gonna take a look-see here. How's it going today? Today's been a Saturday. It has been a long Saturday. I had to record my radio show. I worked on elements for a church service for 4 hours because Sunday mornings we shoot a little church service in here live. Who? Hello, Mom. So I did that for 4 hours today, and then I showered because it smelled bad. Ashley, who just had Whataburger, we saw that, Ashley, and I'm letting you know, we're very jealous. Okay, just checking out, see what else is. The hair is not cooperating. I desperately need a haircut. I went back through some old clips today of the show here, and my hair is exponentially longer today than it was when we started this. And I didn't think it was that much longer, but it really is. So I'm hoping. Who? Becca. So I'm hoping to get a haircut here soon. I'm not really sure what the regulations are just yet. I can tell you I haven't paid a lick of attention to the news today, any news whatsoever. I've been stuck in this room doing all sorts of things for the day. I wish y'all could come down for a visit. I'll treat you to Whataburger when you can make it.
See you soon.
I'll see you real soon. I need some Whataburger. Okay. So we're doing Edgar Allan Poe. We're wrapping up week 1 with Edgar Allan Poe. And we're probably going to keep doing Edgar Allan Poe here on Reading Things with a Southern Accent because there is a plethora of material to use, and it's funky and it's wordy and it's fun to read, and I haven't really figured out what we're going to do next. It could be Dr. Seuss. I'm getting a thumbs up from the producer on the Dr. Seuss. That could be fun because of how rhymey the Dr. Seussian things are. But tonight, as we read from our book, our borrowed complete stories and poems of Edgar Allan Poe, tonight's story selection, which was selected by the producer, is called Metzengerstein. Or Metzengerstein. I wonder if that's where there's a punk band called the Metzingers. I wonder if that's where they got the word. I don't know. They're from Philly too. Pretty sure Metzingers are from Philly. All right, I did do a tiny bit of research. So, originally published January 14th, 1832, Metzengerstein, subtitled A Tale in Imitation of the German, was the first short story by American writer and poet Edgar Allan Poe to see print. It was first published in the stories. It was first published in the pages of Philadelphia's Saturday Courier magazine in 1832. The story follows the young Frederick, just happens to be my middle name, Frederick. I say Frederick, the last of the Metzengerstein family, who carries on a long-standing feud with the Berlifitzing family. Suspected of causing a fire that kills the Berlifitzing family, Patriarch Frederick becomes intrigued with a previously unnoticed and untamed horse. So that is the premise of our story, originally published in 1832, January of 1832. Jason Cannon. Hi, Jason Cannon. Sarah Gambino. Cindy. Robin's dad is watching.
Morty?
Morty Brooks is here. Hi, Morty Brooks.
You better tell him what this is.
So, I'm going to do this right here. Tonight's liquid was supplied by a friend, a different friend, who was a, he's a Frisco Town Council person. And I don't want to say that he's in my pocket or I'm in his pocket. But he did bring me a gift. We help each other out. So, Rick Inkin, thank you for the gift. It's nice when people bring you gifts. I'm getting this. I'm sorry. Metzengerstein. There is a quote from Martin Luther, but it appears to be in Latin. Pestis eram vivis moriens tua mors ero. Applause from the producer. Here we go. Edgar Allan Poe in a southern accent. Horror and fatality have been stalking abroad in all ages. Why then give a date to the story I have to tell? Let it suffice to say that at the period of which I speak, there existed in the interior of Hungary a settled, although hidden, belief in the doctrines of the metempsychosis of the doctrines themselves, that is, of their fate, of their falsity, or of their probability. I say nothing. I assert, however, that much of our incredulity is hard. Incredulity, as La Bruyere says of all our unhappiness, vient de ne pouvoir être suisse. Reading French in a southern accent. Okay, that's just the first paragraph. This is a mouthful. Excuse me. But there were some points in the Hungarian superstition which were fast verging to absurdity. They, the Hungarians, differed very essentially from their Eastern authorities. For example, the soul, said the former. I give the words of an acute and intelligent Parisian. Ne demure quoi. Did you know this French? Foi dans un corps sensible à rester un cheval, un chien, un homme, même n'est que la ressemblance peu tangible de ces animaux. I wish Delphine was watching. The families of Berlifitzing and the Metzengerstein had been at variance for centuries. Never before were two houses so illustrious, mutually embittered by hostility so deadly. The origin of this enmity seems to be found in the words of an ancient prophecy. A lofty name shall have a fearful fall when, as the rider over his horse, the mortality of the Metzengerstein shall triumph over the immortality of the Berlifitzen. To be sure, the words themselves had little or no meaning, but more trivial causes have given rise, and that no long while ago, to consequences equally eventful. Besides, the estates which were contiguous had long exercised a rival influence in the affairs of a busy government. Moreover, near neighbors are seldom friends, and the inhabitants of the castle Berlifitzen might look from their lofty buttresses into the very windows of the palace Metzengerstein. Least of all had the more than feudal magnificence thus discovered a tendency to allay the irritable feelings of the less ancient and less wealthy Berlifitzens. What wonder, then, that the words, however silly, of that prediction should have succeeded in settling and keeping at variance. Is that a footnote? That's a footnote. I'm not reading that. Yeah. Okay. Two families already predisposed. Two families already predisposed to quarrel by every instigation of hereditary jealousy. The prophecy seemed to imply, if it implied anything, a final triumph on the part of the already more powerful house, and was of course remembered with more bitter animosity by the weaker and less influential. Wilhelm, Count Berlifitzen, although loftily descended, was at the epoch of this narrative an infirm and doting old man, remarkable for nothing but an inordinate and inveterate personal antipathy to the family of his rival, and so passionate a love of horses and of hunting that neither bodily infirmity, great age, nor mental incapacity prevented his daily participation in the dangers of the chase. Frederick, Baron Metzengerstein, was on the other hand not yet of age. His father, the minister G, died young. Minister G is here. The Honorable Jeffrey Todd Bradford died young. His mother, the Lady Mary, followed him quickly. Frederick was at that time in his 18th year. In a city, 18 years are no long period, but in a wilderness, in so magnificent a wilderness as that old principality, the pendulum vibrates with a deeper meaning. That was very mouthy, wordy, a lot to read. Metzengerstein, from Edgar Allan Poe. His first short story that was published, and it was published in the Philadelphia's Saturday Courier magazine. And I have been past the Edgar Allan Poe house in Philadelphia. I can envision him amongst all of the hipsters in Northern Liberties, hanging out at Standard Tap, drinking beer from the beer engine. And Steve Huber, the dawn of Northern Liberties, Stephen Huber, apparently has tuned in. But I'm telling you, I can picture it now. In the river wards, Edgar Allan Poe down among the wharfs, drinking beer at the Standard Tap, and writing such things. It's good. Who's here? This is fun. I like this part. Fridays and Saturdays have turned in. Dalton's here. Jason's here. Stop. Drink whiskey. Drag in. Okay. Allison Kelsey. Hi, Allison Kelsey. Shannon Haig or Mrs. Cloud. So many northern. Wow. There's a lot of people. I think Saturdays are a good day. Bill Hartung. Hey, buddy. How's that editing from home going? Are you still doing that whole like proxy logging in through whatever it is at iNews? It's been a long time. Hey, if you need some help, I have a full-blown editing system here in this room. I could log into that whole iNews server and cut some stuff for you. Just putting it out there. If you and Shane are a little overwhelmed, I can help you out. Huh? Bree's late. Bree, you are the one person who kept begging for Edgar Allan Poe. You are late. I am finished the reading. We're like 17 minutes into the show here. Becca Sue, hope you are well. I have no idea where you are right now. Mom, Sarah Gambino. Hey, if you still want to do that listing, I'm getting the wrap it up. Wrap it up? Steve Ewer. This is fun. Edgar Allan Poe used to ride his fixie bike over to Standard Tap. That is perfect. Beth Keller, Jamie Callahan, the new friends and the old friends. I see Steve Huber. That's what I envision. Like there's that Edgar Allan Poe house right over. Like it's off Spring Garden, right? If I remember correctly, like just going right down past the beer garden and the old 700 Club or whatever that was called, straight down to Standard Tap and get one of those roast pork sandwiches. And the beer engine. Yeah, the beer engine. Producer, she's going, that weird beer pump. It's the beer engine. Man, I love that town. All right, I'm getting the wrap it up here, so I should go. My name is Murph. This is Reading Things with a Southern Accent, 2020, episode 36. We are here every single day except Sundays while... Oh my gosh. While the lockdown is still going on, we're doing this 6 days a week. We take Sundays off, so don't tune in tomorrow. I won't be here, but Monday I shall return with more Edgar Allan Poe. We have not gotten to the Purloined Letter. We have not gotten to Annabelle Lee. There are so many other great Poe readings that we can do. I leave you tonight thanking you for tuning in. I appreciate... What time are you doing the service tomorrow? Is this really the time, Mother? You can text me later. 9:30 Mountain. That would be 11:30 in Florida. My name is Murph. Thank you for watching. And as always, please wash your hands. Good night.